Greetings. Welcome to Burn the Midnight Oil. But before we start praying, just give me 5 minutes. Let me share with you a message from the Lord. And we're going to look at the story of the 10 virgins. The Bible says that 5 were foolish and 5 were wise. And what separates the wise from the foolish is just one simple thing. The wise, they had enough oil to burn till midnight. And there's the mystery of the night that I want to talk to you about, which I had time to really teach you the mystery of the night. And then talk to you about midnight, the hour of midnight, or the midnight hour, as the Bible would say. But I'm talking to you a little bit about oil. All 10 virgins had oil, but they didn't have enough to burn till midnight. And before midnight came, the oil were run out, and they said to the 5 foolish says to the 5 wise, share your oil, give me some of your oil. Now, the wise says, the oil that I have is just enough to sustain me. This is where a lot of believers go wrong. Say, oh, pastor, pray for me. Prophet, pray for me. Just pray for me. Let me tell you this. My oil is just enough to sustain me till midnight. I can't share my oil. You have to get your own. And he said the wise said to the foolish ones, go to them that sell and buy. Now, this is a spiritual thing, which I had time to really teach you about the marketplace. This is not saying go to the market and buy oil with your physical money. No, this is a spirit. There are men and women of God that has oil. And how do you buy oil from them? There's a few things, and there's just one key that I'll give you based on time. How do you buy oil? And number one, the first key is you have to be hungry. The Bible says, Jesus was preaching and he preached, and then he was preaching his second message, and he said, if any man hunger or thirst, let him come. So for you to receive, or for there to be a transaction, because the spiritual is that it's transactional. But the thing you need to understand is you cannot go to buy oil when you should be burning it. So it talks about time and season. There's a time and a season for everything, as we know. There's a time to buy oil, to gather your oil, and there's a season for you to burn oil. The midnight hour is not time for you to buy oil. It's for you to burn. And that what separates the wise from the foolish is because they didn't capitalize on their season. They did not capitalize on the season of buying oil. There's a season in the believer's life where we should be buying oil, listening to message, building our spirit man, understanding the spiritual things, understanding spiritual warfare. Buying there is talking about learning, growing. There's so many keys. One of the keys I talk about is hunger. You have to be hungry or thirsty. Another key is humility, which is the summary of the willingness to learn, to listen, to submit. And there are several other keys, but because of time, I cannot get into it. So there's a season in the believer's life where you buy oil. And there's a time where you need to burn that oil. Now, let me talk to you about night. Now, in the spiritual, night is measured by light. Quickly, if you go to Genesis, the Bible says, and water was upon the face of the deep, and he said, let's call the greater light day and the lesser light sun. Let's call the greater light day and the lesser light night. So in the spiritual, night and day is measured by light. So the greater light is day and the lesser light is night. Good. Follow me now. In the natural, which is the physical, day and night is measured by time. Now, before I get back to that, I want you to understand that you only need to burn oil in the night. Because when there is day, there is no need for oil. Very important. And the Bible says that Jesus will be coming like a thief in the night. It's not saying that physically Jesus is coming in the night. Spiritually, he's coming in the night. So for you to be caught up in the rapture, or for you to be prepared or ready for the bridegroom when he's come, you need oil. That's what he's saying. Because in the night, the moon cannot sustain you for visibility. You need an internal force to generate your own light. And to generate your own light, you need to burn oil. You need the ability to burn and generate your own light, which is the burning of oil. That's why the Lord said, burn the midnight oil. And the Bible says that there's some things that comes with the night. I wish I had time to teach you on the mystery of the night. And one of the things the Bible says happen in the night, weeping endures in the night. So once there's night, there's weeping. But the Bible says that joy comes with the morning. So there are different seasons, the night season and the day season. Now, since we have talked about the day and the night, let's talk about time. Time. This is very important. Now, I've been on the midnight watch for several years, but the Lord shifted me a few years ago, and He shifted my watch time to 3 a.m. But I want to talk to you about the mystery of the night. We talk about that, but I want to talk about the hour, or the midnight hour. So midnight is the gap between your past and your future. Now, we have to understand that days, there is something called a gateway or a portal or a bridge between today and tomorrow. And that bridge between today and tomorrow is 12. And you need to understand the mystery of midnight. And that's why witches and warlocks, they understand this. Because what is saying that midnight is a breaking point in the spirit. And scriptural reference, if you go to Paul and Silas, they were in prison right up until 11:59. But at 12 midnight, the Bible says there was a shaking and they broke free. So today I'm in prison, but tomorrow, which is midnight, burning the midnight oil, is an opportunity to me to break free on the midnight hour. It's the mystery of the hour, of the midnight hour. So midnight is a portal for breakthrough. It's a gate for breakthrough. And a lot of believers, they stay bound because they're tied in the cycle of the midnight. But we are going to pray and we're going to burn the midnight oil. So just as Paul and Silas, 11:59 was chained and in bound, but midnight there was a sound. There was a burning of the midnight oil, and they would break free. Now, what I'm saying, what separates you from your breakthrough or your next level for your healing, your deliverance, it's the hour of midnight where things break. You have to be intentional about the hour of midnight to break free. And they understand this. What? Now, between the hours of, say, 11, 12, 1, 2 to about 3 is the hour of warfare. That's where demonic spirits, they operate at high frequency during those times. So while they are conducting or programming your reality, you're fighting them. So during those time is called watch time. Those are the time of warfare. No, because you're fighting against them. No. During the hour of 3 is a different. It's not warfare anymore from you step into 3 a.m. It's the reprogramming of destiny. Whatever they have done during the midnight hour, you have the ability to reprogram your future during the hours of 3 and beyond. Now, if you miss the midnight hour, that's why the Bible says, while men slept, there's something about sleeping through the midnight. But if you miss the midnight hour, there's an opening. And in fact, Jesus went through warfare the 40 days and 40 nights, but he did not go through warfare again because he understands the key and the time of seasons and portals. So he did not pray during warfare hours because he had gone through that during the wilderness. Now he capitalizes on the hour of 3 a.m. And I'm straying a little bit, but I want you to understand the seasons and the different watches. So during the hours of 3 up, the Bible says he got up a great while before day. So he prayed right before the sun comes out. So the sun meets him in prayer. So he rides on the greater light. There's so much things about rising with the sun. The mystery of the sun. He understands the mystery of the sun. So Jesus capitalized on the mystery of the day. And that's when he prayed. Programming the reality. After everything that the enemy has done in the night, the day is the day of reprogramming. As the Bible says, this is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice, because joy cometh in the morning. So, Night and day is not measured by the sun you see outside. In the believer's life, the sun can be outside, but spiritually you're in a night season. And in the night season, you're requiring to burn oil. And there are a lot of believers that they don't have oil in their lamps to burn. And if they don't have oil, they will miss. They're missing in the season of opportunities. They're missing in their season of breakthrough. They're missing in their season of healing and deliverance because they don't have oil. Believers, we need oil in our lamps, burning